Glow and Grow family. If you're looking to unlock the hottest, healthiest, and happiest version of yourself, this is the podcast for you. Welcome to Glow and Grow. I'm your host, Naisha Dugar. I'm so glad that you're here, and if you're new here, my achievement for this podcast is for it to just be two besties giving each other advice, still figuring out different parts in life on a FaceTime or a call. And today is a super special day. Why? Well, it's my 14th birthday. It's a weird mix of excitement and maybe a sprinkle of anxiety. You start thinking about all the things you've learned and more importantly, all the things you wish you'd known earlier. That's exactly what inspired today's episode. 14 things I wish I knew before I turned 14. These aren't just lessons I've learned recently, they're the nuggets of wisdom I've gathered from life, people I look up to, and my own personal growth journey. Grab your headphones, get comfy, and let's dive in. By the end of this, you might just wish you knew some of these things before whatever age you are at right now. Lesson 1. You don't need to have it all figured out. Let's start with this one because I feel like a lot of people resonate with this at any age. I spent a lot of time thinking I needed to have all the answers. What do I want to be? What do I want to do with my life? Here's the thing, most adults don't have it figured out either. Life is a journey and not a destination, so take a deep breath and give yourself permission to just explore. But don't forget to enjoy the ride along the way. Sometimes the moments that seem unimportant end up being the best memories. So try to be present, appreciate the small things, and let yourself enjoy where you are right now. It's okay to feel lost. I used to think I had to have everything figured out. Like, I needed to know exactly where I was headed, but life is full of unexpected twists, and sometimes not knowing is part of the adventure. The most important thing is to stay curious and open to learning along the way. Lesson 2. The opinions of others are not the facts of your life. I wish I knew earlier that my value isn't tied to what others think. It took me so long to understand that people's opinions about you can change, but they don't define who you are. I used to crave approval from others, thinking that it would make me feel better about myself. But here's the truth, external validation will never make you feel whole. Society, friends, and even family might have their opinions about what you should be or do, but at the end of the day, your worth comes from within. You set the standard for how valuable you are, not others. People will always have something to say, especially when you're doing something different or bold, but their opinions are just that, their opinions. They don't define your truth or your potential. Let their words roll off your back and keep moving forward. Lesson 3. It's okay to be imperfect. Perfection doesn't exist. It's an illusion that we often chase, thinking that it will bring happiness. I remember constantly thinking I had to be best at everything, but it took a while to realize that trying to be perfect only leads to frustration. We truly improve and develop into the best version of ourselves through the mess ups and learning moments. What I've learned is that embracing imperfection is what makes us human. It's okay to make mistakes. That's how you grow. Lesson 4. Comparison is the thief of joy. I spent way too much time comparing myself to others, whether it was grades, looks, or media. Especially with social media showing us everyone's highlight reels, but comparison is a thief of joy. The only person you should compare yourself is to who you were yesterday. But comparing yourself to someone else will only steal your happiness. Everyone is on their own unique journey, and comparing yourself only distracts you from focusing on your own growth. Celebrate your wins no matter how small they seem. Lesson 5. Set boundaries and protect your energy, whether it's with friends, family, or even on social media. Setting boundaries is key. Protect your time and energy. It's okay to say no. In fact, sometimes it's the most important thing you can do. When I was younger, I used to feel guilty every time I said no to something, like being a people pleaser. But setting boundaries is a form of self care. It's about protecting your energy and making sure that you're only committing to things that align with your values and desires. Trust me, learning to say no is powerful. And it's not a burden as well. You don't burden yourself with so many things by saying, like signing up for a lot of things which you don't have any interest in particularly. Lesson 6. Friendships evolve and that's okay. Not all friendships are meant to last forever, and that's a hard pill to swallow. I thought my friendships would stay the same forever, but people grow, and sometimes that means growing apart. It doesn't mean the friendship was a failure, it just means it served its purpose at that point in your life. And also, a small piece of advice that can be life changing: make good friends, not more friends. Friendship is about quality, not quantity. And this actually reminds me of a quote: everyone which is in your life is meant to be part of your journey, but not all of them are meant to stay till the end. Lesson 7: you don't have to fit in. You don't have to fit in. We often feel this huge pressure to fit in, to be like everyone else. But what I've learned is that the people who stand out, who embrace their unique qualities, are the ones who truly thrive. Being different is a strength, not a weakness. Own your quirks, your hobbies, your dreams. They make you who you are. So embrace your individuality. Lesson 8: your body is amazing just the way it is. Your body is amazing just the way it is. Society throws so much unrealistic expectation at us, especially at a young age. But here's the truth: your body is strong, capable, and uniquely yours. Learn to love it for what it can do, not just how it looks. The more you appreciate your body for its abilities, the more you'll start to see it as something to be celebrated. Because I used to be a lot like insecure of my body, even if someone commented a little about it. And my mom used to tell me this all the time: your body is amazing just the way it is. You're so beautiful. And remember that. Lesson 9: mental health is just as important as physical health. This is a huge one. Taking care of your mind is just as important as taking care of your body. It's okay to ask for help if you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious. There's no shame in it, and it's actually one of the strongest things you can do for yourself. Mental health doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It's about taking care of yourself, and it's okay to talk to someone when you need it. Lesson 10: not every feeling needs a reaction. I used to think that whenever I felt a strong emotion, I had to do something about it right away. Like, if someone upset me, my first instinct would be to react immediately. I just say something, I let them know I wasn't happy. But here's the thing: not every feeling needs a reaction. One thing I've learned is to just take a pause. Think of it as giving yourself a tiny timeout to breathe. For example, there was this time I got really upset with a friend over a small misunderstanding, and I almost sent a long, maybe a bit mean, emotional message. But instead, I just waited. The next day, I felt way calm and realized that the issue wasn't as big as I made it in my mind. So, lesson learned: sometimes, if you just sit with your feelings, they start to settle on their own and you don't need to react at all. Trust me, it saves a lot of drama. Lesson 11: time spent with family is precious. This one's a bit close to my heart. We sometimes take family for granted, especially when we are younger and caught up with friends or school. I used to take family time for granted because they're always there, right? But that's what's so true. They're always there for your lows and been a support even for me. And that's why I've learned to appreciate them more, because no matter what they have always but no matter what, they've always been there for me and will continue being even if no one is. And I've realized that time with family is something we won't always have. We will grow and probably be in college, and after college, during work shifts, like move to other places and not see our family as much as we see them during our school life, which we do not value and always prioritize other needs over them, which happens to me a lot. Even though I'm a teen, like, yeah, I'm a teen, so you guys would know that friends in school, like, would be on a brighter side, but it's a huge realization, and your life will be full of joy if you appreciate and live in the present in moments spent with them, even if it's just watching a movie together, having a dinner. Like, do not touch your phone, because these are moments we don't get back. So make time for family and don't forget to appreciate the little things they do for you. Lesson 12: learn to manage your time. Time management is a game changer. Learning how to prioritize and manage your time can reduce so much stress. It's a skill I wish I had focused on earlier. There were times I'd get so overwhelmed with schoolwork and projects because I didn't manage my time well. I started setting small goals for each day, like making a to do list or planning my week to complete these tasks. It's amazing how just a bit of planning can make everything feel more manageable. Plus, it's such a big stress buster. Lesson 13: Confidence isn't the same as self love. Alright, this lesson is a bit big. Confidence and self love aren't the same thing. I used to think that feeling confident meant I was on top of the world and totally happy with myself. But I've learned that confidence is like a boost that comes and goes. You feel confident after a big win, like acing a test or doing well in a sport, but self love, that's different. Self love is about knowing you're worthy and valuable even when you're not at your most confident. Here's how I think about it. Confidence is like the energy you get from putting on a great outfit. You feel good, you're ready to face the day, but that feeling fades as soon as something knocks you off balance. Maybe you mess up during a presentation, or someone says something that shakes your confidence. And just like that, the boost is gone. But self love is like knowing deep down that you're still amazing even when things go wrong. For me, learning to accept my flaws and quirks has been a big part of self love. I used to focus only on what I was good at or what I thought people liked about me. But self love taught me that I'm worthy just as I am with all my ups and downs. It's like giving yourself a permanent foundation of kindness and respect, even when you're not feeling super confident. Confidence is a great tool for those moments when you need to step up, but self love is like your inner anchor, keeping you steady and reminding you that you're enough no matter what. And the final lesson: self love is a lifelong journey. I used to think that loving myself was something that would happen in just one day, but it's something you have to work on continuously. It's about accepting who you are today while always striving to be the best version of yourself. Some days there will be, it will be harder than the others, but that's part of the process. This is something I really wish I knew sooner. Loving yourself is one of the best gifts you can give to others. When you fill your own cup, you have more to give to the people around you. Like I said in the art of dating yourself, filling your own cup, I took that analogy. Do go ahead and check that out. That's one of the most perspective changing analogy that I came across. So take that bubble bath, read that book, or just sit quietly with your thoughts. You deserve it. Also, we are often our own harshest critics, especially when things don't go as planned. So speak to yourself with the same kindness and love as you would to a friend. Now, I want to leave you with a challenge. Take a moment today to reflect on one lesson you wish you had known sooner. How can you apply it to your life now? Maybe it's about self love, setting boundaries, or spending time with your family. Whatever it is, write it down and see how you can incorporate it into your daily life. If I could send this episode back in time to my younger self, I would. But here's the thing: maybe I couldn't known these lessons before because they had to be lived. So before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a question. Reflect on it, journal about it, or just let it sit with you today. What's one thing you wish you knew when you were younger, and how has it shaped you into who you are today? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to share them with me on a DM on Insta or my Gmail link down below. Thank you for celebrating my birthday with me on the special episode. If you enjoyed today's conversation, please rate, review, and subscribe to Glow and Grow on YouTube. It means the world to me and it helps us grow this amazing community of self love and self improvement. Until next time, keep glowing and growing, and remember, we're all a work in progress, and that's okay.